What's up, you guys? This is Adam Gillespie with Rancid and Sweaty Calves coming at you with yet another video. And in this one, I'll be covering the box office disaster that is 2023's The Flash, a movie that has been postponed for years now. The actor has gone down a rabbit hole of criminality, continuing to get worse and worse as time has gone on, yet he's barely gotten a slap on the wrist for the actions that he's committed, and now he's going by they-them pronouns to make himself seem like more of a victim so that people can't judge him for the criminal actions that he has taken and that he has committed. What a wonderful start to the introduction of the Flash movie, especially if you're an outside individual who's not really interested in DC Comics but likes superhero movies, and you see all this bullcrap surrounding it, you probably don't want to go see it. Nevertheless, let's talk about it. The Flash has an abysmal $134 million, $438,930 total in the box office. That is international and domestic. That is the worldwide box office. Domestically, it's just over 61 million, and internationally, it's just over 73 million, which is an incredibly abysmal rate of income for this film, especially since when you take into account the marketing and production costs, this movie probably needs to make close to $1 billion to break even, which it's not going to do. That's evident from the fact that it's only made $134 million so far, just over $134 million. If you look down here at the actual tracking of this film, it's really quite abysmal. The opening day, it made $9.7 million, which tracked below Quantumania. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, a movie that flopped so hard. It's tracked below every single superhero film that's come out this year, and every single superhero film that I think came out last year. It's tracking behind Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, I believe. Or maybe not. I could be wrong on that one. They're in close running with each other. The Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods didn't make any money at all. It was so bad. I liked the movie, but the box office was just abysmal for that film. Now, just because I like the movie doesn't mean I can't recognize that there are story issues and the plot just kind of goes all over the place, but that's beside the point. This movie, by the way, the Flash movie, terrible movie. Terrible writing, terrible acting, terrible directing. The comedy was meh in so many places. And when they had great characters like Batman in it, they made them look really stupid at times. And it was really kind of frustrating to watch all this stuff go down constantly. It just bothers the crap out of me that they wanted to make this seem like it was a Flashpoint movie, akin to Spider-Man No Way Home. And it was so bad. It was so bad. Oh, man. Nevertheless, despite the fact this movie is an abysmal train wreck, box office shows even more so how abysmal this movie is, because obviously the marketing that they did for this movie failed so spectacularly. And James Gunn has a huge problem on his hand, because if this is the reception that we can expect from DC movies under James Gunn's watch, then DC is going to go bankrupt very quickly. And James Gunn is praising this movie and talking about how amazing and incredible it is. And it's like, dude, no one believes you. No one believes you, James Gunn. No one believes you. I don't really have much else to say on this. The numbers speak for themselves. I've been holding the screen on this position for a while now, so you guys can look at the numbers yourselves. The highest day that they had was $24,133,354 across 4,234 theaters. Each of those 4,234 theaters only made $5,700 in estimation. Like, if you were to evenly split them amongst those theaters, then each theater would only have made $5,700. That's not to say that one theater didn't make $1 million that evening, but it certainly didn't even out to be an incredibly large margin of success for each theater. This movie is performing spectacularly abysmal, and it's only going to make me more happy, because this movie is just flopping so hard. Look at the most recent recording that they have, June 19th, 2023, $6,160,801. On June 19th, this was this past Monday, according to the time of this recording. That's across 4,234 theaters, like the rest of this, except for the opening day. And across those theaters, if you were to parse it out evenly amongst each of those theaters, this movie only made those theaters $1,455 in each of those theaters. How abysmally low is that? That's a 60% drop-off, I think, from the week before. That's so low. That's so bad. This movie is performing in such a way that it could probably destroy all of Hollywood if it wasn't making any money at all. It's certainly putting a crap in Warner Brothers' pants, for sure. But I don't really have much else to say on this because this just explains everything that's going on right now. You can look at this and you can look at the cause and effect, the correlation and the causation, and you can get the explanation as to why it is that this movie's performing so bad. It's a delayed film with a troubled actor who has committed criminal offense after criminal offense, beat up people who have done nothing to him. Now going by they them pronouns, which is in less and less acceptance in modern day. I mean, things are just not going to line up for this movie. I don't know why they didn't write this off as a tax write-off. It would make way more sense for them to have written it off as a tax write-off and just get their money back from that. But they already did that with the Batgirl film. I honestly would have preferred the cheap-looking, leather suit, CW-esque, Batgirl-looking movie compared to this, because this movie was just, it's so bad. You know, just put it on the shelf and never look at it again. Destroy it like you did the Batgirl film. But, you know, at least with the Batgirl film, we would have had Brendan Fraser. You know, that dude's awesome. So, you know, I don't understand what's going on over at Warner Bros., but you guys got to get your act together, man. Just focus on telling good stories again. And if you can't tell what that is, go back to the comics. Go back to the comics, man. The comics are usually where you're going to find the best superhero stories, because that's where the comics, you know, that's how comics work. You're also going to find some of the worst superhero stories in comics, but don't adapt those. And if you want any advice on which ones to adapt, I can make a whole video on that. Nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, share this video out there with your friends, subscribe and hit that bell notification icon if you haven't already, and make sure to check me out on all my different socials. I leave links to those in the description below, including my Rumble, which is Rantit, capital R-A-N-T-S-I-T, all one word, no space. If you want to look that up on Rumble, that'd be great. I upload all the same content on YouTube onto Rumble, and I upload some exclusive content onto Rumble as well. So please go check me out over there. I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week.